Hello, gardening friends. Today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I'm actually in my kitchen. You've never seen the inside of my kitchen totally before. It's a small kitchen. It's about 8 foot by 10 foot. Perfect size for one person. I have an old pie safe that I keep all of my supplies in. And the reason why we're here today is I am making string bean soup. I've already put, for those of you that are visual learners, I took a picture of all the ingredients that went into this. This is made from those green beans that I have growing outside my fence, my picket fence. But it's a really easy soup to make. My dad is who I'll credit with making it. I don't know of anyone else that does. It's a very subtle soup, but basically it's a bunch of string beans that are topped and stemmed and cut up into small pieces. One small carrot and a small piece of celery. I like to dice those up finely so you don't see them, or don't see a lot of them at least. And a medium-sized onion. I don't mind looking at onions, so I chop that kind of coarsely. And basically you use a little olive oil. That's the only fat in this recipe. And you saute the onions, the chopped onions, the diced carrots and diced celery for a couple of minutes. You don't want to brown them, you just saute them. And then at that point I put in 2 beef bouillon cubes. I usually put a half a cup of water in the microwave and dissolve the bouillon cubes in that. And so that's a half a cup of water. And then I added 6 cups of water on top of that. Brought it to a boil, threw the string beans in, and then you cook the soup until the string beans are done. It's a matter of what you like and, to your taste in terms of doneness. And I'm about ready to finish now. I don't know if I'm going to have enough, but what I like to do is I add the packaged mashed potato mix. Then you want to basically thicken the soup. If you wanted to eat healthier, you could use real potatoes. But as I live by myself, I don't have any. But I do have the boxed potato mix. And you want to add enough of this basically to thicken it. I can't seem to get it out of the box with one hand. I do like to cook. Friends of mine have said I ought to add cooking to this, so here's a try today. Now it's starting to thicken up. Yeah, you want to add enough mashed potatoes to get it so that it's a little thick. That looks about right. Well, good. I wasn't sure I was going to have enough mashed potatoes, so my backup plan was I have a little water and cornstarch there, but it looks like we had enough mashed potatoes. Okay, you can tell it's already gotten thick, and that's about the right consistency. I boiled the string beans for 20 minutes to get them tender. And that's about it. You basically just wait till the mashed potatoes are done, which should only take a minute or two. I'm going to go ahead and shut it off and say that it is ready. And I have a little plate over here. And I'm going to need a scoop, ladle. I've never tried doing this with one hand before, so we'll see how much of a mess I can possibly make. You will have to taste it to see if it has enough salt. I don't add salt because I have a lot of friends that can't take salt. However, I did use bouillons. If I was making this for those friends, I probably would have used a vegetable broth instead. Now, when my dad used to make this, because when I was growing up, I was an only child, we had an acre garden, and he would put in a lot of string beans. And so he was always looking for ways to use string beans. Mom would freeze them, but this was one of the ways, and it was always good. It's really best made with fresh string beans, and there's not much flavor to this soup other than the actual freshness of the green bean and salt. And what we would do is sprinkle a little bit of dill on top. You can make this dish with canned green beans, but it's not going to come out the same. If I were doing canned string beans, I think what I would do is add some bacon to it and go in a whole different direction. But this is just a very savory, simple soup of green beans, some mashed potatoes, flakes that is, carrots and celery. Let me see if it's... It's good. Very simple, but good. Can use a little more dill. But I think I'll add that at my leisure. So in any event, that's it for today. Just a quick, not gardening video, a cooking video instead. So till next time, have a good day.